Hey everybody, this is Mary. Welcome back to the kitchen. What do you do with really big cucumbers? A lot of people, once they get this size, they'll feed them to their animals. But folks, I am trying to learn various ways to use these. Today we are going to make a red hot cinnamon pickle. This is a 3-day process, so just bear with me. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'd never heard of these until this year, and something that out of the ordinary, I had to give it a try, guys. You know me. I like to experiment, so here we go. Okay. I will give you the instructions and the amounts and everything in the description box. But I've already started on my cucumbers. Let me go ahead and peel this one for you. Are you folks enjoying the summer so far? Are you able just to sit back and relax? Or are you like me and working your buns off? Are you folks able to just enjoy yourself? We have the farm, the animals, and now the garden. So that's keeping us busy. My friend actually brought me these cucumbers. They are a little too large for their liking, and some of them honestly have gone to the animals, but most of them I've been able to use for something. Okay, I have it peeled. I'm cutting it in half. I'll cut it in half again. Scoop the seeds out of it. The majority of them. If you have 1 or 2 stray seeds here and there, folks, it's not the end of the world. Not for me, anyway. If you've watched my channel very long, you know I'm fat. I try to do the easy way, and I try to share that. So I'm just going to cut the other half of this cucumber up, clean my mess, and I'll show you what we're doing next. Okay, I got the cucumber the rest of the way cut up. And now I'm going to make my lime solution. Okay, folks, you use a non-reactive top container to put it in, which means not metal. You can use glass or you can use food grade plastic. I got a little secret. This came from the deli at a local grocery store. So, I've got my water. And I need to put my lime in there. And let's hope I don't make my usual mess, folks, because we all know I make terrible messes. I need to measure out a cup of this. I'm going to stir it up. Told you. Told you. Guys, real life, real home cooking. Alrighty, that's mixed up. I'm going to dump these in there. And I'm going to add enough water to cover them. Take just a little bit more. Let's see if this right here will do it. Alright. Hello, there we go. Okay, this is going to sit at room temperature for a day. So what I'm going to do, that right there makes a perfect lid for it. I'm going to put that on there. Or you could just use the lid from the deli. But folks, this fits perfect and it's here. So I like to use what I've got. But we'll be back tomorrow. And then we'll go on with the next step of making these cinnamon red hot pickles. Okay, folks, it's been 24 hours since our pickles have been in the lime solution, and honestly, I have not lifted the bowl lid on this to see what they look like. Oh. They look just the same as they did when I put them in there. Okay, what I have to do right now is I have to drain these, and I have to rinse them really, really good, wash my bucket, put them back in here in ice water, and let them set for another 3 hours. So let's go ahead and get this started by dumping. Okay, now you can see on the top of here that lime solution, and also right in the bottom of my sink. So that's the next step, is to totally wash this and soak them again. Now folks, I'm going to save you the boredom of watching me wash cucumbers. I mean, you really don't need to see that, right? I'll show you the next step. Alright, now we're ready to make the simmering liquid for our cinnamon red hot pickles. Okay. We're starting out with 4 cups of water, our cup of white vinegar, and the recipe calls for a tablespoon of red food coloring. Folks, I don't know if that's a tablespoon or not, but it's going to work because that's what I got. So use what you got. Okay, I have everything mixed together. I'm going to bring this up to a simmer, and then I'm going to put my cucumbers in there. Okay. Our liquid has started to come up to a simmer, so let's see if we can get these in there without getting splashed. Folks, I'm going to do it the easy way. My kitchen, my rules, my hands are clean, so they're going in the pickles. I'm sure most of you do the same thing, and if not, then that's fantastic too. We're going to put all these in here, and then we have to put enough water to go over the top of the cucumbers. The main purpose of this is to start the pickle and to get the red food coloring into the cucumbers. That's one thing you gotta love about a glass top stove, folks. You drop a little bit of water on it and you've got the sizzle. Now, I'm not supposed to put a lid on this, folks. So I just have to keep an eye on it and make sure that the cucumbers stay under the water. Now these are going to shrink because they're cooking, so they'll be a little bit smaller, and it should be easy here in a little bit to keep them covered. But I'll show you periodically through the next 2 hours that these things have to simmer what we look like. Okay, our pickles have been simmering for about an hour, so if you want to look in, you can see the little simmers. Okay, now it's time to make the cinnamon syrup that's going to go over here. So I'm going to move these back to the back burner. And again, folks, don't worry about getting the actual ingredients, because I'll give all this information in the description box. I have my sugar. This. We certainly don't want to use a metal utensil in a non-stick pot. Okay, I have water. I have my vinegar. I only have 1 2-cup measuring cup, folks, so had to wait till my water was done. Put my vinegar in there. Calls for salt. Okay, let me get this stirred up. And folks, I think the best ingredient in these entire pickles is going to be what I'm going to put in next. Cinnamon Red Hots. I use these when I make apple butter, and I will be making apple butter this fall when the apples get ripe. But to me, that's just what's going to make this. I'm just going to bring this up to a simmer. What we're going to do is we're just going to stir this occasionally at a simmer until these cinnamon red hots dissolve. So these two things are going to come together about the same time frame. Okay, our syrup has been simmering for about an hour. There's still just a little bit of texture left to these cinnamon red hots, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to turn our cucumber mixture off. Okay, I'm going to drain this, and then I'm going to stir this into the syrup, and it has to sit overnight. It'll cool off and sit out overnight, and then tomorrow morning I reheat this, and then I put the hot pickles into the jars, and then I can them. So now I drain this. Okay, we've got the cucumbers drained, and I still have them in the strainer. So anything extra should be falling down into the pot that I cooked them in. Well, folks, the smell of the vinegar and the cinnamon together, I'm not kidding you, it actually smells really, really good. We'll see. Okay, let's see if I have enough of this where I can pour it without making a horrible mess. But then again, you guys know me. Huh. Got it that time. So let's just move this up here. Stir it up. And then, once again, we wait. Guys, good morning yet again. In this long process of these pickles. They smell amazing, and they're beautiful. I mean, to me that just looks like ripe watermelon in a jar. Of course it's not, but it's beautiful. But anyway, back to the process. You bring your liquid up to heat. I've got my canner preheating. Of course, anytime that you have warm liquid, warm water, your jars are warm. Even though those are sitting out right there, folks, I'm working really fast to try to get everything done before these jars cool off. Okay, I'm putting my pickle mixture in the jars. I'm putting it up into that little bottom rim right there. That way they have enough headspace in there. I'm wiping the rim off so that if I drop any of the juice on there, it's not going to prevent from sticking. Finger tight. That way any trapped air can escape. And we go on to the next jar. We're just about to the end of this process, guys. I'm down to the last few pickles. I'm having to search for them. Now, according to the instructions, These are better if you eat them cold. And I was talking to a friend last night who's made these pickles, and she actually has frozen them. Take them out of the jars once, you know, they're canned and sealed, and lay a few of them on a cookie sheet and put it in the freezer. She said her kids loved them that way. I've got only a few of them left, folks, and honestly, I'm going to put those in the refrigerator. That way we can go ahead and eat them now. But again, finger tight. Okay. Once this comes up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and put my cookie sheet lid on there, guys. Use what you got, it works. But I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, I'm going to time it for 15 minutes. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out. This has been a long process, and I cannot wait to get into these pickles. We've been cooking for 15 minutes in the water bath. So let's take these out and let them settle. Now folks, to me this looks more like apples in here whenever you look at them like this. But they are red hot cinnamon pickles. I hope you enjoyed this endeavor, because let me tell you, it's been a long one. Oh, thank you Jesus, there's the first one sealed. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back day after day after day while we did these pickles. Give me a thumbs up on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and guys, I'll see you on that next video.